Hey everyone, it's Robin here from Soapery, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to make solid dish soap. Now, many of us are trying to avoid plastics if at all possible, and a lot of the products that we use in cleaning our home come in plastic containers. A really great way for you to incorporate a plastic-free option into your cleaning products is to make a solid dish soap. Now, you can make this if you're just a regular person who wants to make dish soap, or if you're a soap maker and you want to expand your product line. This is a great addition to have around the home and within your shop. So let's get started making our solid dish soaps. Before we actually get started on the soap making process, we need to do a little bit of preparation. So those of you who have been making soap for a while may know that soap, which is made with sodium hydroxide, reacts really poorly to metals. Stainless steel is just about the only metal that I know of you can safely use with soap. And a lot of the metal tins that you get out there for products, bath products, candles, anything like that, they're usually either made of aluminum or tin. Very rare to find stainless steel tins. I haven't been able to find them myself. So one way to get around this is to seal the inside of your tins before adding any soap to them. You can do this using an acrylic-based sealant, a sealant that comes in a spray bottle, can be brushed on as well. And in this case, I'm using Mod Podge Ultra. It's a really great sealant. It is water-based, so you can wash it very easily out of your own clothing and wash your hands after you're using it. I just spray the inside of the tin and I wait about 24 hours until it's fully dried. Then I can start my soap making process. Making solid dish soap is very similar to making every other soap you've made. You're going to start off with your melted oils, and in this case these oils are coconut oil and castor oil. And then you have your lye solution, which is sodium hydroxide and distilled water. Again, if you want to have that recipe, definitely click the link in the description box below to sign up for my newsletter, and it'll be absolutely free as soon as you hit subscribe. You're going to want to bring your oils and your lye solution to about 90 degrees Fahrenheit, and you want them to be within 5 to 10 degrees of one another. So for example, if your oils are at 90 degrees, your lye solution should be anywhere between 85 and 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Once these two components are around 90 degrees Fahrenheit, you're going to mix them together. I'm slowly adding my lye solution to my oils here, and then using an immersion blender, I go ahead and blend everything together. Now you want to be slow with this. This recipe is primarily coconut oil, and any of you who have made a primarily coconut oil or 100% coconut oil recipe will know it comes to trace very quickly and it hardens very quickly. So you can very easily overblend this recipe. I like to use short pulses or bursts with my immersion blender, and then make sure to stir in between. And you'll be able to know if it's fully emulsified by looking at the streaks of oil on top of the soap, as well as lifting the bell out of the soap container and making sure that everything looks homogeneous. When everything looks like it's a nice, even and smooth mixture and fully emulsified, it's time for you to add your fragrance. I'm using fresh lemon from Midwest Fragrance Company, and I'm only using 0.1 ounces for this recipe. It's a very light fragrance, very subtle. You don't want to have extra fragrances or extra oils hanging around on your dishes after you've washed them. And speaking of extra oils hanging around on your dishes, this recipe has a 1% superfat. Now you may be asking yourself, why even do 1% superfat? Why not 0%? We said earlier we don't want any extra oils on our dishes after we're finished washing them. That's true. But if you do a 0% superfat, it's a very fine line between 0% superfat and lye-heavy soap. So I like to live in that world of 1% superfat. It's not going to leave very much oil on your dishes at all. Nothing that I've been able to notice anyway over the past 6 months or so that I've been using this solid dish soap. But it won't lead you into lye-heavy territory if you accidentally measure a couple of grams here or there on one side or the other. So now we've added our fragrance oil. You're going to stir this in completely, and then you can pour your soap into your prepared tins. Now you can use these pretty immediately. I don't mean now while they're liquid, but after about 24 hours, once they've solidified, they are usable. I do recommend waiting at least 48 hours if you need to use them in a rush, but I do also recommend letting them sit on the curing rack for about a week before selling them to customers or releasing them to any of your friends or family. This ensures that the saponification process is complete and that your soap has cured a little bit, letting a little bit of the water come out of it. Now, once you are ready to use it, it's very simple. All you need to do is take a sponge or a brush. In this case, I have a sisal brush, and I will put links in the description box for the tin that I'm using as well as this brush that I'm using here. You just add water and begin to swirl to lather. You can get some pretty incredible lather off of this, but I'm not going to do that here today. Instead, I'm going to show you how I wash this cup. My husband used this cup yesterday for a smoothie and decided he did not want to rinse it out. And luckily, it's perfectly clear so you can see how perfectly dirty it is. I'm just using my solid dish soap and my sisal brush here to wash away all of this dried up smoothie. And it comes off really easily. When it comes to caring for your solid dish soap, I do recommend leaving it open if you've just used it. We all know leaving handmade soap in water makes it really soft and makes it dissolve very, very quickly. So to prolong the lifespan of your solid dish soap, I recommend letting it dry in between use. Once it's dried, you can go ahead and put the top on and store it away. Alright, that's it. It's a really easy recipe, and I hope you guys do give it a try to add another sustainable product, another plastic-free product into your cleansing routine. And also, if you wanted to add it to your product line, it's a great option. Very, very affordable to make, and you can mark it up pretty well as well. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please let me know in the comments below if you have used solid dish soap before, if you've gotten my recipe and you can't wait to use it now, or if this has been something that you've been planning on doing for a while, just haven't jumped the gun. Thanks so much for watching today. If you liked this video, please do like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, be well.